Tesla built the safest car on earth, right? They figured out something interesting. They were able to bifurcate a list into two. If you look at all the operations, you can divide it into two segments. A segment that is well executed by machines and a segment that is well executed by people. When you leave the first segment solely to machines, not any intervention at all, that's called autonomous. That's when you have something autonomous. Now, what is the difference between an automated system and an autonomous system? I'll go back to the same example. If Tesla were to give you an alert for every left and every right, and you take that left and right, that is an automated system. You transfer the responsibility to people, not to the machines. Take it away from machines. When the machines take the left and the right is when you have an autonomous system. The industry has been doing a lot of shift left and right. If you look at the most important thing of an autonomous system is its ability to take 100% accountability. It cannot be 99, it has to be 100. There is a big difference here. You have to learn, you have to acquire, you have to adapt, you have to regress, you have to take action, you have to measure efficacy. All these are important if we were to assume accountability. That is how you build an autonomous system. The restarts, the reboots, the replaces, the scale-ups, the scale-downs, the vertical scale-up, the vertical scale-down, they all should be left to machines. Your team should really focus on the higher order tasks, the language choice, the architecture choice, right? Those are the hard tasks. Those are the interesting ones. That is a fun task. Those are the IQ tasks. They should be left to people. They should be left to your teams. Your team should not be woken up at night to execute on automated operations. We have been doing a lot of shift left and shift rights, taking all the operations on the right, meaning later phases, bringing it to earlier phase. For example, testing, you can delay it until in production. They call it test in production. And configurations, you can ask developers to configure. For example, a8s, you configure it to, you let your developers configure it. There is a key thing that we are missing here. Before doing a shift left or a shift right, you're first supposed to shift up, meaning figure out everything that can be executed by an autonomous system and leave it to that system. And then take the rest and divide it to shift left and shift right. Then they stick. Then you don't have to oscillate, they stick. We came out of stealth 6 months ago. We got recognized as a Gartner Cool Vendor 2 months ago. We have two important announcements today. Number one, as of July 27th, last Wednesday, we are ISVA, meaning we co-sell, partner closely with Amazon, AWS. The second, autonomous concurrency. The number one problem for serverless computes is cold starts, meaning when you have a Lambda and it gets a request, and if that request is a first, it takes time to warm up and then serve. The biggest problem is you don't know when your important client request is coming, when your seasonality is kicking in. It has to be all served in time. One function that was not super effective that has been deployed for the last 7 years is simple warm-ups. Executing a warm-up every 15 minutes, making sure that your Lambda is up and running. The biggest problem is you will have only one Lambda at a time. If there are two customers, the second customer will still get a cold start. Sedai is releasing a new feature as of today. It is going to be GA today, which is called autonomous concurrency, which is going to address it and eliminate it more than 99%. Ideally, when you deploy Lambda, you should not see cold starts anymore. We address seasonality locally. We have an edge intelligence to figure out what and when we have to warm you up. Welcome to the first Autonomous Conference. Thanks for being here. We have an excellent list of speakers. I'm super excited about it. Next up, Manu Thapar, CTO of MasterCard. He has built world's largest, probably the largest ML system to handle payments. So up for it. Thank you everyone again.